showed me how things can affect her, and she's given me so much joy every Thursday that I came here.
My favorite thing is someone to hang out with who's cool and likes to hang out with me as much as I like him.
We've been matched for 1 year since the beginning of August. Tyler likes to go out and hang out and have fun. Likes to go bowling sometimes. Likes to go to the movies.
What's the best thing about being a big brother?
Hanging out with him.
We became so close. That was a really good feeling to have when I was with her last year.
I never had a sister or brother, so I'm really happy. We like to joke around a lot.
What's your favorite thing about having a big sister?
That she always looks out for me. Favorite thing is you have fun with them. They're really smart.
If you could describe your big brother in one word, what would you say?
Awesome.
What would you say, Joe?
Amazing.
Describe your little brother in one word, what would it be?
Awesome.
How about you?
My favorite thing about Jerry is how easy he is to talk to. Like, no matter what problem I have, I can always go to him and talk about it. Things that happen in my life, and he also gives me really good advice on how I can deal with them. Like, he does the craziest things at times, but you gotta love him.
Okay. Dwayne, look at me.
I got to see a lot of really good movies that I wouldn't have gone to as an adult by myself. Just the fun of hanging out with someone between 11 and 18 for all those years.
Well, the little in your group is my son. His name is Tyrus, and he's 18 years old, so he just left the program a few months ago. He turned 18 in February. My son is an only child, and I'm a single mother. So I think that it gave him a bond and it made him feel more confident. He always wanted big brothers or sisters. He always wanted siblings. So I think this gave him more confidence and ability to kind of experience having a big brother or big sister. My son's big. It's a great match for many reasons. They have a lot of similarities. They just really kind of did some fun things that as a mother he probably wouldn't be interested in doing them with me, but they refurbished a very old bike, and I thought that was really neat. A neighbor had given Tyrus a bike and it was very old and just looked like no hope. Well, they painted it, they got new seats for it. I think he's happier. He has an experience to talk about with other friends and family members. I think he has a greater sense of belonging.
I'm the mother.
And I'm the big. Well, first of all, it's a lifelong friendship. You know, I met Bobby, Susan's son, in 1977. He was 10 years old, and now he's 44 years old, and we're still friends. He lives across the country, but we still stay in touch, and it's been a wonderful experience. And I have another little that I met when he was 7, and now he's 20. So it's lifelong friendships. It's not just for that 1 year, for me anyway. First of all, we had a lot of fun times, you know, that we would go out back in the day on a weekly basis. We would find something fun to do, so it was always entertaining to be with my little buddy, and we would do all kinds of fun things. And over the years, I think he's given me just a deeper understanding of children, a deeper understanding of he's such a kind young man, and now he's not so young, but he was always such a kind young man that I feel that I had grace.
He had no father figure. His dad didn't want to be bothered with him or his brother. So he had a very inferiority complex, very sad, very depressed. Once he was matched, again, that gave him the confidence that made him feel like he was cared about by somebody, because he thought his father hated him. So Mario just came along and just instilled that confidence in him and showed him that, you know, what love was all about.
So I called Big Brothers, and I found that there was a boy in my town that he was 10 years old. His name was Bobby, and he was looking for a big brother. And within a few weeks, I had met Sue with Bobby and his little brother Stephen, and we became close friends. And that was in 1977. And I watched Bobby grow up. I watched Stephen grow up, and you know, Bobby eventually joined the Air Force. And one of my most prized possessions is after 9/11, Bobby volunteered to go overseas, and he sent me a flag that he flew over Afghanistan. And I've been a pilot since 1974, so we did a lot of flying together back in the day when we were hanging out. And it was just, and to this day, it's one of my most prized possessions. You know, all my experiences as a big, everything was always positive. You know, that I've been a big now for you know, for two young people, and I've always had positive experiences with them and with the moms. And it's always been, I've never had a moment where it was a challenge.
How long have you guys been matched?
4.5 years, I think. Almost 5 years.
This is my little Cece, and right now we're playing hide and go seek with all the other bigs and littles.
Thank you everyone for supporting us.